Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, what do I always say? Guys, don't date nurses, don't date lawyers, don't date military chicks, don't date any woke chicks who have nose piercings and use these pronouns, man. Guys, this chick right here is the ultimate example of why you don't date woke chicks and why a lot of guys are honestly staying single. Gen X, Gen Z, millennials. Because it's chicks like this, and guys, buckle in for this. And guys, I want you to just pay attention to how complicated this chick is, right? How she has to make everything. All the word salad that's going to come out of this chick's mouth. And guys, I actually skipped like a minute and a half ahead into the video because it's just blah, 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 blah. So guys, we'll get into this. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Check out my second channel, my locals. The playlist at the end. Guys, let me know in the comments if you've ever tried to date some woke chick, right? And let's get into this.
But then you think about it, like everyone is in relationships with heterosexual men, whether you are dating them, whether they're your brothers, whether they're your dad. And I'm really excited to read this book because back to my original point of like reading feminist literature, obviously turned on my brain, made me feel more like myself and secure in what I was seeing about the world. But at the same time, dating has always been a struggle for me.
I wonder why.
Didn't have my first kiss till I was 20. I never knew how to date. And I often think about, like right now in this very moment, someone who's very single, very alone, and like dating has just not worked out for me. I really think about who I was before I even anticipated that straight men could be interested in me. So when I was 16 through 20, I didn't even see men. Like I didn't even see them as like things that would be attracted to me sexually, romantically, like want to be in a partnership with me. Because I never had that like male validation at a young age. For multiple of reasons, as I kind of mentioned, was pretty independent, feminist. I literally was writing for a publication that used to exist called Man Repeller. Problematic for different reasons, but like when I was writing for them in high school, I like totally identified as like a man repeller. I was like, I care about fashion, I care about politics and like my intellect, my independence, my voice, my confidence. I don't want to dilute that for men. So clearly dating is not going to happen for me. And as soon as I started dating, I never knew how to navigate that. I never knew how to navigate having a strong voice, being political, and I definitely would on dates. And some men would be like, why are you talking about the Senate filibuster? Why are you going on a rant about climate change right now? But I think it's still something that I wrestle with, and it's been difficult for me like more recently when partnership is something I really want, especially after my dad passing. I realized how important it is to have that, just from like a human needs perspective. And once I have identified that that is like a thing that I want, I can't see a way that I could find dating a straight man without compromising my feminism.
Right there, guys. I let this go on for a while, guys. I let this go on for a while, right? But guys, you notice, first of all, she uses that stupid partnership word. Guys, let's just grant a partnership. Chicks like this, it's their way or the highway. What kind of partnership is that, right? And she said on first date, she yaks and yaks about politics. Who wants to hear that on a first date when you're first getting to know a person? Right? And this is one of those chicks where if you disagree or have any type of dissenting opinion, right?
How dare you?
But you can't compromise her feminism. Okay.
Does that make sense to anyone? And so I'm really excited to read this book because I really struggle to have like relationships with men.
Of course you do.
And not compromise myself, not dumb down myself and minimize my own intellect, not kind of change what I wear and how I get dressed and all of that. And I don't know if that's relatable to anyone else, but just having that feminism and independence at a young age has made it really challenging to date. Because I had like no male validation when I was pretty young. And now like trying to do that as an adult, I feel like I'm behind. And then at the same time, I'm like, I don't really want to love a man because I feel like I'm going to lose myself in the process. So I don't know. I'm excited to read the book. If you've read the book, let me know your thoughts or just generally your thoughts because I'm very curious if anyone's kind of felt with the same. I feel like I never talk about how like dating impacts my confidence and self-worth and stuff because I've been a meme on the internet about dating. So yeah, that's just some of my thoughts. I turn 25 tomorrow. I kind of have forgotten about that, but you know, I'm going to read the book tomorrow. That's kind of all I got on the docket. But yeah.
Good luck, guys. This chick, I see cats in her future. You guys, the first minute and a half are all, you know, men suffer from patriarchy too, and us women have to help them, and all this foolishness. And guys, I told you, by default, we live in a gynocratic society that says by default how women act, think, and react is normal, and how we are is bad, right? And guys, this chick said at an early age, you know, men didn't pay attention to her because she didn't get the validation. So guys, I guarantee she was a socially awkward, weird, yet loudmouth uggo, right? And no guys were trying to talk to her, so she coped by saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be this hardcore feminist," right? To kind of like have an excuse for the fact that all the cheerleaders and all the hot girls and all the girls who were putting out were getting all the guys, all the chads, right? So now, guys, think about all the complex craziness in her, here, not actually complex, but what she thinks is complex foolishness going on in her head. The quadratic equation of stupidity going on in her head about all these, you know, big words and psychosocial, feminist, historical, blah, 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 blah. Why would any man in his right mind want to put up with this? Why? So now she's 25. I guarantee she has a lot of her friends that have gotten married, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, friends from college, because obviously this knucklehead went to college, obviously. And her friends that are actually functioning, normal, right, are getting married, and she's sitting there, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. And what she doesn't understand, she's 25, she's like a 5. She has about 6 good years left, and then she's cooked. You know what I'm saying? Cooked. And then even Nug and Pookie and Gavin won't smash this chick. And guys, how knuckleheaded of a chick do you have to be to think that dating we live with in the West, we have the most selfish generation of women there are. I shouldn't have to change how I dress, walk, talk, act, or anything at all for any person that I'm with. Just take me as I am, narcissistic, self-centered, moronic foolishness. And this feminism makes it worse, because then they act like they're justified in this. Can you imagine if a guy was like, yeah, you know, I want to get married, but I only want to, you know, I don't want to change anything. It's my way or the highway, blah, 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 blah. Absolutely insane. And of course, all these knuckleheaded broads in her comments. Yes, preach, preach. Someone says, this is so relatable. I struggle to see myself being in equal partnership with a man. I also find it hard to change myself when I'm seeing one. Guys, there's no such thing as an equal partnership. Because, guys, you will always be expected to work, to provide. If some dude kicks in the door, you have to put your life on the line for this 304. Look at that. This knucklehead says, you're just an incredibly intimidating woman for the silly little boys. You won't have to compromise yourself when a whole grown-ass man comes along. Guys, a woman is always entering into a man's life. That's how it works. Because ultimately, he has to put himself out in front to protect her. How are you going to let a woman run your life and then you have to take an ass whooping for her? That's ridiculous. Come on, man. This person says, we read this book in my sexual ethics class. Guys, if you think that you're going to learn anything in a sexual ethics class,
you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
You guys, come on. Her hashtags, hashtag feminism, hashtag independence, hashtag dating struggles, hashtag struggle, right? Guys, if you're ever on a date and some chick starts talking about the Senate filibuster and climate change, guys, just get up and walk away. Clown world. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to do this as a whole series, right? Chicks that prove why men are not dating, woke chicks that are proving why men are single. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm out of here, guys.